Okay, my name is Sarah Maharim. I'm in my last year in the university. I'm 20 years old. I'm Egyptian, apparently. What I like to do, I'm an active member in ISEC. I like going out, I like getting to know people. I used to be a synchronized swimmer, so I have something towards sports.
How was to grow up as a girl in Egypt?
I was most of my life in a girls' school, not in a mixed school. I've been in a girls' school until the age of 13, and then I switched to a mixed school. I used to have colleagues in the swimming. I used to have colleagues in the sports club normally, but I didn't used to communicate with them a lot because I was like, I'm not used to deal with guys. I used to be in a girls' school kind of stuff. It wasn't anything special, but it was more related to like the rules that the culture put. Like, oh, you shouldn't raise your voice, you should dress properly, things like that. But I didn't face this much unless I was like, I started being a teenager a little bit. Like, oh, don't higher your voice, you should change your laugh. You should take care not to be friends with a lot of guys because you're going to, like, the people are going to say stuff about you. But otherwise, I think I've been one of the luckiest people like growing up in Egypt.
I'm Nuran Yusuf. I'm 20. I study journalism. I'm kind of under training now at a website called Masrawi for journalism. Specifically, I'm a video journalist. Okay. That's it.
Talk a little bit about how was your childhood and how was being a girl in Egypt when you were a kid?
Okay, well, it depends. I don't have like strict parents. My parents are like really open-minded. We do what we like. We don't have that problem of it's a girly thing or it's a boyish thing. No, you can just do whatever you like. I grew up playing with boys in the street. I practiced karate. Whatever I wanted to do, I just when I'm doing it. Cut my hair, wear whatever I want. So I didn't have that much of a problem of growing up in a kind of a strict family or something.
Okay.
So it was good.
My name is Rania Abdelfatah Kabr. I am 34. I am working in ARH. It's tropical and tropical fruits. كبير قوي. بصي، هو انا يمكن اتربيت في عيله مصريه يعني من الطبقه المتوسطه، زيها زي عائلات كتير موجوده في مصر. من نوعيه العائلات اللي ممكن يكون بيحصل فيها تفرقه شويه في مرحله النشأة ما بين الولد والبنت. يعني الولد دايما بيكون مفضل عن البنت. الولد دايما ممكن يلعب في الشارع، الولد ممكن يتأخر شوية، الولد ممكن يلبس زي ما هو عايز، لكن البنت بيبقى عليها مجموعة من الضغوطات شوية. لا، انت بتلبسي زي ما مامتك هتسمح لك ان انت تلبسي. مش هتخرجي، لا لازم يبقى معاكي مامتك، او لا ما تخرجيش تروحي عند صحباتك هما بيجولك في البيت. يعني دايما كان في تفرقة ما بين الولد والبنت. فبالتالي يمكن كنت زي كل البنات اللي بيبقى عندهم انطوائيه شويه. ما اقدرش العب مع صحباتي، ما اقدرش اخرج معاهم، ما اقدرش اروح اقعد معاهم شويه. لا، يا هما يا بيجولي يا ما ينفعش حاجه تانية غير كده. كمان حتى يمكن كمان في موضوع التعليم، يمكن حسيت برضو ان في تفريقه شويه ما بيني وما بين اخويا. بابايا ومامتي هما اللي اختاروا لي ادخل ايه، لكن سابوا اخويا يختار زي ما هو عايز. ممكن كمان الموضوع وصل معايا لحد موضوع الشغل. يمكن والدتي كمان هي اللي اختارت لي اشتغل في ايه واشتغل فين. لكن انا والدتي اختارت لي ان انا اشتغل في مجال الزراعه، مع انه انا كنت حابه ادرس حاجه تخص الفن او النقد الفني او يعني حاجه شبه كده. بس هي قالت لي لا عيب، ما عندناش حد دخل حاجه زي كده. يمكن كمان اختي اللي بعدي لما جت في نفس الطريقه، انه لا انا عايزه ادرس مسرح فهقدم فنون مسرحيه. فاختي قدمت من وراها، ولما مامتي عرفت فقالت لها لا مش هتكملي، كفايه كده. نفس الحكايه برضو مع اختي كمان، برضو حبت انها تكمل فراحت فرقه رضا، فاشتركت في فرقه رضا. وبعد برضو والدتي ما عرفت يمكن عملت عرض او عرضين، ومامتي قالت لها لا ما ينفعش. كانت النهايه انها انتهت بيها انها بعدها على طول جوزتها واتجوزت وقعدت في البيت. ما اعرفش، يمكن موضوع التفرقه في النشأة ما بين الولد والبنت يمكن ده بيسبب مشاكل او مجموعه من العقد. مش هنقول انها كبيسه، بس هنقول انها بسيطه جوه البنت المصريه. يمكن انا زي كتير من بنات الطبقه المتوسطه، كان نفسي اخرج وانا صغيره، وكان نفسي العب. كان نفسي العب العاب، يعني العاب قوه. كان نفسي العب كاراتيه، برضو مامتي ما خلتنيش اكمل. كان نفسي اعزف كمانجا بس ما ينفعش. زي انا كمان زي بنات كتير. يعني اعتقد انه اعرف برضو بعض الحالات كتير قوي، يمكن بنات من وهم بيدرسوا اهاليهم ما خلوهمش يكملوا دراسة على امل انه لا الحقي العريس العريس هو الاهم، فاتجوزوا وهم في سن صغير قوي، يمكن 17 سنة او 18 سنة، وكانت النهاية بتنتهي طبعا كلها نهايات مأساوية.
I'm Ala. I'm studying law. I'm 21 years old.
Okay. So I'm gonna start like with your childhood. Okay.
Okay.
So you can tell me a bit how was your childhood and how was being a girl, and how do you think being a girl made your childhood different?
Okay. How was my childhood? I was like in my childhood was more of a boy than a girl. I was like a tomboy and like wearing baggy pants and large t-shirts, and I stayed like this till I was 19. Then I started to be girly. How being a girl in Egypt affected my childhood? Okay, I couldn't like stay out late and play with the guys and stuff. So I preferred to be a guy than a girl, or be a boy than a girl. So, yeah.
Como surgiu a ideia de fazer esse documentário?
Primeiro surgiu a oportunidade de eu ir fazer trabalho voluntário no Egito. Que eu sabia que eu queria fazer um trabalho voluntário no Egito, nas férias, que era a ideia de eu passar 6 semanas lá. E aí eu comecei a ver qual trabalho que eu poderia fazer. E foi aí que surgiu a oportunidade da ONG, que é a I Saw Harassment, que eles trabalham no Cairo, especificamente. E eles fazem um trabalho de realmente ir às ruas e tentar criar pontos de segurança para as mulheres que podem sofrer alguma violência. Eles vão, por exemplo, quando tem algum feriado ou algum evento grande, eles vão para esses lugares mais cheios, o centro da cidade, e eles meio que criam grupos que ficam como que patrulhando, e se alguma coisa acontece com alguma mulher, eles podem interferir e ajudar elas. Aí daqui eu comecei a conversar com a Sara, que a Sara Maharen, ela é responsável por um projeto de direitos das mulheres no Cairo. E esse projeto trabalha com diversas ONGs, e uma dessas ONGs é a I Saw Harassment. Aí, a partir da conversa que eu fiz com ela, eu ajeitei tudo pra poder ir pra lá. Aí, a ideia já era fazer um filme. A conversa que eu tive com ela era pra criar um filme, só que a ideia que a gente teve no começo era bem diferente do que acabou se tornando. A primeira ideia era fazer um filme realmente sobre violência sexual, bem especificamente estupro, coisas que acontecem na rua, e entrevistar mulheres que tinham passado por isso. Aí eu fui pra lá, conforme eu cheguei, eu fui trabalhar com a ONG, eu fui alguns dias pra rua com eles, pra poder ver como é que era o trabalho e poder entender realmente a realidade do que eles estavam fazendo ali. E conforme eu fui indo pra rua, eu percebi que eu ia ter que mudar completamente o meu foco. E aí que o documentário realmente veio a ideia. Que eu percebi que eu ia ter que tratar sobre as mulheres especificamente. Não falar sobre casos de violência. Falar sobre mulheres e as experiências que elas tiveram como de violência sendo mulheres no Egito.
Fala um pouquinho sobre a Sara.
A Sara, ela foi pra mim a pessoa que me guiou pelo Egito, assim. Ela foi família pra mim. Porque ela foi a pessoa que ficou comigo desde o primeiro dia até o último, de me levar no aeroporto e me ajudar a entender como os limites de como eu poderia viver lá. Até que ponto, em questão de roupas, de como agir, porque a gente tem uma visão daqui que é uma coisa, a gente vê o Egito de um jeito. A gente imagina que eu vou ter que usar lenço o tempo todo. E ela me fez entender como é que eu poderia existir ali. Porque eu fiquei quase 2 meses, então eu estava morando. Eu tive a realidade de morar no Egito. E se não fosse por ela, eu teria ficado muito perdida. Porque ela fez eu entrar realmente na realidade deles e não ficar só como uma turista destacada da vida deles. to do when you were a child?
Acting, I guess.
Acting?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Going to the club. I used to swim. I love ballet. And I have like that karate practice, so I kept myself busy in all these things, sports. Yeah.
Did you want to be an actress when you were a child?
Yeah.
Really?
I still want to, but I'm not sure that I can do it.
Really?
Yeah.
And why did you choose journalism?
I don't know. It was the closest thing to what I want to do. First of all, I got into the faculty of journalism by mistake. I wanted to enter a mass comm kind of faculty for a media production. I wanted to be specified in the media production section, but I don't know what went wrong after the 12th grade, but that's where I went. Yeah, journalism. It's kind of fun. I like it.
You
I
like
like
it?
it. Yeah, I like it.
But do you want to work with it when you're done?
I think I will. I think I will. People say that I do quite good. I'm not sure about it, but okay, I'll give it a try. And if I don't like it, I can just switch my career. It's not that hard. Yeah.
When you were like a kid, what did you dream about being an actress?
Yeah, an actress mainly. But then I was like, okay, if that didn't work, I can just sing. Okay.
And why do you think you didn't do those things?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I have a good voice, but not that good to be a singer. You know, not that kind of a big singer thing. And acting, I don't know. This career in Egypt is not it's not welcomed. You know, especially with a veil. I cannot do it with the veil. I cannot go for all the roles I wanted to do. You know, I can just limit myself in some roles that they're not. I cannot be an actress in the veil. That's it.
Remember like the first time that you realized you were being treated differently because you were a girl?
Yes. Not like the first time, but like the time zone, you know. When I when I started to grow up and grow some breasts and like, you know, like have like a girlish body, they started to treat me in a different way. Like just wear like larger clothes, don't show off your leg, you know, Egypt يعني. This is like a culture. Like me wearing this in the street is something
Too much.
oh yeah, of course. Yani, I had like to yani, I had the car. I drove the car till here and came here. Yani, I can't walk in the street like this.
Yeah. You don't take like the metro or the bus.
I do a lot. Yani, I did today.
Yeah.
I do and I fight a lot there because a lot of guys.
Messing with you.
Yeah, they're being guys, Egyptian guys.
I think it was like one of the first times I talked with. I got into discussion with guys. I was in school in my senior year in the school, and we were talking about guys in relationships and girls and everything. And there was a talk that I wish that when I get into a relationship, I get in a relationship with a girl that never has a past or something, while the guys accept to have like a past in their life, even if it's bad, even if they did something wrong, but it's not accepted for the girl to do something wrong. And that was the time that I felt that if a girl does something wrong or something that's not acceptable to the culture or something that's not accepted to whatever, it's not accepted for her and there is no chance to forgive her, but for the guys it's something normal. So that was the time that I felt there's a difference between a guy and a girl, and that if I am to take care of what I do, I should like take care of what I do, because the culture will not accept the mistakes, or they will not forgive my mistakes, but they will forgive the man's mistake.
Are you graduating?
2 years from now.
Okay. And how do you see your future in the profession? Do you think you have like good job opportunities?
Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah?
I think
What
I
do you see yourself doing as a journalist?
I see myself as a TV presenter. I think I'll go take some courses out there for that for that thing. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll go on with the video journalism thing. I think I'm good at it because I go out a lot. I'm always with my camera, so there's lots of materials that I can use out there. It's never stop.
Are you graduating?
Yeah, I'm a
Okay.
senior.
So how do you feel like are the job opportunities for you when you graduate?
It's not the community, but me as a person. I don't see like the future is bright and full of rainbows and butterflies. First of all, I don't want to study here in Egypt.
Okay.
That's like the first thing. Secondly, well, a good-looking girl in Egypt will get a job. Let's agree on that. But I just don't want to work here.
Why not?
I don't want to live here. First of all, secondly, I don't want to raise my kids. Not because like it's like a really bad country, but girls go through a lot living in Cairo.
And do you think about having children?
Yay!
You do?
Yeah, big time.
Okay. You want to raise them here in Egypt?
No.
No.
No, definitely yeah.
No. Where would you like to raise them?
Haven't thought of it actually, but no, not here.
Just not here.
No.
Why do you think that is?
I'm not sure I want to raise my kids in such a society where they just limit everybody. They don't give chances. I think as population we're very intelligent. We have so much skills. We have so much to give, but the kind of education we receive is just horrible. You cannot give in such a country. Even if you're a good person and you're kind at heart and you try to give, well, we try our best, but it's not gonna work like for 50 years from now. We're trying from the roots, you know? So we're not gonna see the results right now, and I don't want my kids to experience the same things I see in the street every day. I know, I don't want this. No.
Did you ever have like any experience in the street where you had to help other girls or something like that?
Maybe just once I was passing in the street. I was driving, and there was a girl and there was another car, and I think that the guy inside of the car was like saying words or something like that, and I just like passed the car in order to be like in front of the girl, and so I'm like separating the girl from the car, and the car had to go. But I don't think that it was like helping the girl, more of I was myself pissed off from the situation itself, so I wanted like to stop the situation from happening. But otherwise I don't think so. It's kind of admitting to the world that I exist and I like you should respect my existence.
And how long have you been working with the NGO?
7 months now.
7 months. How did you join?
I saw the girl here, Ala. She shared the picture of two guys who were harassing her and harassing someone else, a girl, in the street, and she was like, she stopped for her and she tried to make them stop what they're doing, and the guy was a police officer, so he went like, go fuck off, do whatever you want, you cannot do anything, I'm a police officer and stuff. So she went like, okay, I'm gonna take your picture and we'll see. So she took a picture of him, and it was like a big scandal all over Facebook. Ironically, his fiancée saw it, and it was like, wow. So I saw this picture, and I was like, okay, I want to do this. I want to be something. I can do something like that. And I just went on. I sent her a message. How can I join? How can I do this? So she sent me the application. I filled it. I got here, got interviewed, and there we go.
صعوبة في ان البنات تعبر عن اللي هي عايزاه. يعني دايما مثلا دايما مثلا بلاقي بنات لا عارفة منظر البنات وهم بيبصوا في الساعة علشان متأخرين وعايزين دايما بسرعة. كل واحدة مثلا أهلها سمحوا لها إن هي تفضل في الشارع حتى الساعة 10 أو الساعة 11، فتبص تلاقيها متسربعة ويلا أنا عايزة أمشي واخدة شنطتها وكده. وبعد ما بتروح مثلا بحس انه كذا حد من صحابي بيكلمني ايه انا كان نفسي افضل للاخر، انا كان نفسي اقعد، او مثلا اهلها منعوها انه ما تنزلش، ايه انا كان نفسي ابقى معاكم، انا كان نفسي انزل، انا كان نفسي. فالموضوع ده برضو لسه فيه تحكمات برضو في بعض الاسر موجودة. لسه فيه برضو يمكن اتكلمت برضو مع كذا واحدة من المتجوزين وشايفة انه حياتها مثلا الزوجية حياة مفيش اتعس من كده، وانه مش بايديها حتى خيار الانفصال، يعني حتى ده كمان مش بايديها. طب انتي مش هتقدري تكملي ومش هقدر افضل، بس هم اهلي خلاص حكموا عليا ان انا لازم اكمل. ما عندناش مثلا حالات طلاق او ما عندناش حد بينفصل او
Uma coisa que dá para observar no teu trabalho é que só tens entrevistadas mulheres de uma certa faixa etária.
Sim.
E fala um pouquinho sobre isso.
Eu comecei com a ideia de que eu queria entrevistar mulheres mais velhas, na verdade, entre 30 e 50 anos, era a minha ideia. Porque eu queria entrevistar mulheres que talvez já tivessem passado por processos de divórcio, porque os processos de divórcio lá são muito diferentes, eles têm leis bem específicas, e existem coisas... eles julgam o comportamento da mulher na hora do divórcio. O homem tem direito, se a mulher não obedecia a ele, ela pode perder no divórcio. Coisas assim. Aí eu queria entrevistar mulheres de rua, porque tem muitas mulheres que acabam se tornando viúvas e elas são deixadas sem nada, porque a lei não beneficia elas. Então é muito comum você ver mulheres na rua do Egito com os filhos. Você não vê tanto homem de rua. Você vê muitas mulheres de rua. E eu queria também conseguir entrevistar mulheres que já trabalham há algum tempo para poder entender como é que é o espaço das mulheres no mercado. Mas o meu grande problema foi que quando eu fui tentar conversar com essas pessoas, eu encontrei uma barreira assim enorme. Já só de sair na rua com a câmera, quando eu fui com a ONG, eu já percebi que ia ser muito mais complicado do que eu pensei que ia ser, porque quando aconteceu a Revolução, eles tiveram muitos estrangeiros vindo para filmar. Muitos repórteres, muitos documentaristas, tudo. E eles... A visão que foi passada do que aconteceu não é a visão que eles têm. Então, eles criaram um impedimento de falar com estrangeiros. Eles não querem mais. Eles veem um estrangeiro com uma câmera e eles viram. Tem muitos momentos em que eu tava com a câmera e as pessoas, assim, na rua, eu não estava filmando a pessoa, eu estava filmando, tipo, o ambiente, e as pessoas viravam, porque as pessoas não querem estar. Então, eu acabei conseguindo... assim, conversar com as pessoas de um âmbito mais universitário, de uma classe mais ou menos média, porque as pessoas também de classe alta também não são abertas, elas são bem fechadas dentro do círculo delas. E as pessoas mais pobres, além de ter a barreira da língua, porque eu tinha um intérprete para me ajudar, mas as pessoas não queriam ter que passar por isso, de conversar com alguém que não falava árabe. Eles não querem falar com alguém que fala inglês. E aí, a partir disso, eu percebi que o nicho que eu conseguia conversar eram essas meninas entre 20 e 30 anos, mais ou menos, que já têm uma visão um pouco diferente da cultura delas e do ambiente no qual elas estão dentro. Então, com elas eu consegui sentar e conversar. Apesar de que não foi fácil, eu tive que ir construindo uma confiança com elas, uma amizade, para eu conseguir que elas realmente falassem comigo e não ficassem com respostas quadradinhas do que elas achavam que deveria ser. Aí, a partir disso, que eu desenvolvi essa conversa com essas meninas dessa idade.
Okay, the middle class and the upper class level don't get what the other classes get. You know, you get me? You see the category of people in the metro? Yeah. Those people are living the worst state of... I don't know how to describe it.
They get like they get the worst part.
Yeah, they get what you call it, circumcision. They get harassed, they get raped, and me knowing that there's there's a big problem, and I'm trying to fix it. I'm doing my best by like volunteering and doing some stuff, but I don't know. I just don't want my kids to go through what I went through.
Before being the project manager of this project, I always thought that people that ask in Egypt, not in the world, but people in Egypt that ask for the women rights, they don't have the right to ask it. That was my thoughts about it before being the project manager. But once I became the project manager, I started reading about the issues about what women face in Egypt, about how the different social classes of women even differentiate how they are treated and how they are perceived in the society, in the Egyptian society. I think this was the time that me myself I got like affected by what I read and what I saw and what I even went and saw people talking about. And that was the time that I thought that yes, this project might not affect many people, but the few people that they are going to affect, it's going to matter in their life and even matter in the generations they are going to bring up. Some people in Egypt or some girls in Egypt, they have a life, they have the right to live this life, and mainly they have the right to exist in this life, which comes from the name of the project, which is I Exist.
Fala sobre um grande evento como o Ramadã.
O Ramadã, ele marcou muito a minha estada no Egito, porque eu cheguei lá no meio do Ramadã. O Ramadã é o mês sagrado em que eles fazem o jejum. O que acontece é, eles só podem comer entre as 7 da noite e as 3 da manhã. Então, a cidade só existe nesse período. Durante o dia as pessoas ficam em casa, porque o calor é muito, e como eles estão jejuando, eles não conseguem sair na rua no calor. Então, durante o dia, a cidade estava, tipo, muito vazia, não vazia dentro dos termos Cairo, que é uma cidade enorme. E à noite, quando dava 7 horas, que era o horário da refeição, para quebrar o jejum, a cidade, assim, enchia. E ia até as 3 da manhã, e aí às 3 da manhã parava de novo. Então, primeiro porque eu já peguei o Cairo nessa dinâmica diferente, que não era a dinâmica comum do resto do ano. E, basicamente, outros eventos, o evento mais importante é que quando o Ramadã acaba, ele tem um feriado de 3 dias, que é o feriado mais importante para eles, que é o Eid, que eles comemoram, e é um momento para comemorar conhecimento, a iluminação, tudo que você teve durante o período do jejum, do Ramadã. E o que acontece é que é o feriado em que as festividades acontecem nas ruas. E quando essas festividades estão acontecendo, a porcentagem de violência contra as mulheres aumenta muito. É um momento, assim, muito forte de violência contra as mulheres, que eles sabem, eles já se preparam. Eu tive casos de amigos meus egípcios falarem, olha, eu sou um homem, eu sou egípcio e eu prefiro não sair na rua durante esses dias. É uma coisa realmente bem forte, especialmente no centro da cidade. Aí o que a ONG faz, eles fazem, o trabalho deles é esse, de montar grupos para ficar andando pelo centro da cidade e tentar intervir em casos de violência. No primeiro dia, eles tiveram uma média de 150 casos de violência, tanto verbal quanto física, todo tipo. E alguns são presos, outros não. Tem bastante presença policial nesses momentos, mas assim, os policiais eles ficam ali e se alguém for falar pra eles, eles talvez vão intervir, mas eles não ficam agindo diretamente, porque o plano da ONG é fazer esse trabalho que os policiais não fazem, de intervir diretamente. Enquanto os policiais eles só fazem uma coisa assim de aconteceu, aí a gente vai ir lá e prender o cara. Mas não, eles querem intervir pra tentar evitar que algo aconteça. Aí foi bem complicado pra mim, porque no dia anterior ao feriado, a gente fez uma das idas pra rua, eles queriam fazer uma prática pro feriado, porque como tem muita gente, eles têm que ser, os grupos são muito sincronizados pra não haver problemas. E eu fui com eles. E a rua já tava muito cheia, porque é meio que uma preparação pro feriado. As pessoas estão nas lojas comprando coisas, é quase um Natal, assim, que a gente vê que tudo fica mais cheio. E eu reparei que eu com a câmera naquele ambiente era um desastre. Porque as pessoas começaram a reagir muito mal e eu comecei a ficar com medo até de acabar complicando o trabalho, de atrapalhar o trabalho da ONG. De as pessoas, das mulheres não quererem vir falar com a ONG por eu estar ali. Então eu acabei não indo com eles nos 3 dias do ID para eles poderem fazer o trabalho bem. Mas isso pra mim foi um pouco decepcionante, porque era o momento que eu mais queria. Seria o momento mais intenso da minha vivência no Cairo, e eu tive que meio que desistir dele pra poder deixar eles fazerem o trabalho bem. So you went on the 3 days doing it on the street with them?
Yeah, I did.
Can you talk about how was that and
Yeah.
how was to be in the street during that time?
Well, okay. Should I say this about my country? Well, let's see. Egypt is like not total يعني shithole. يعني okay, there are some like really bad places, but like you went to Hurghada, there is some good bad places. But there's like a huge gap between those places. So like fancy hotels and people with hot shorts, and then you come here, you find like ladies with galabeya and isdal and all their faces covered. Did you see that?
Yeah,
like
I saw that.
the niqab, like a ninja, you know. We go to that places where it's like this stuff happens the most, which is downtown, which like lower middle class, and the lower classes like poor and like really poor, they go out there because it's cheap and affordable and people want to have fun, like the Nile and stuff. How I describe my experience, it was disgusting. He should have came. No words can describe this, but I'll do my best. I'll just go to the situations that happened. Well, I noticed a guy who's like our job, we're not just walking scaring people in the street. We like concentrate on guys who look weird. We concentrate on girls, watch them how like when مثلا we see a group of guys and we see a group of girls, so we know that for sure that something will happen when this group of girls comes across this group of guys. So we like concentrate and see what's gonna happen. So yeah, there was this guy in the place where it's really crowded. He kept walking like this way and that way and this way and that way. Like, what are you doing? He was alone. He was a little bit nervous. He was like putting his phone up and down and talking. So I decided like to see what he's doing, what he's up to. I was sure that he's doing something bad. So I noticed why he's going like this and this and this and then come back. He's following girls like and getting really close to them in the crowd and trying to touch them. you know. He didn't do anything, and no girls, يعني, none of the girls noticed. But I knew he's doing something. Like whenever he's like up their asses, you know, like following them. This guy is doing something bad, but no one is noticing because it's really crowded. So yeah, I told the guys with me that he's harassing, but no one is like noticing and stuff. But they took them to the police and took his ID and the other thing we were walking next to the cinema, and there was 3 little girls. One of them was wearing how you call it, cut t-shirt, like a t-shirt with
Sleeveless?
Yeah, sleeveless t-shirt. And this is a huge deal, in downtown, specifically in this place. So يعني we decided to keep an eye on them. The girls were like pretty يعني little. They 13 and 12 and stuff. يعني they were like kids. I noticed that someone walked past by one of the girls, and then she went like this. She turned her back and said حيوان, which is like you're an animal. I noticed that he did something to her. I went to her and asked her what did he do. She said he just spanked me. I took the girl from her hand and chased after the guy, or ran after him, and we took him to the police. I still don't know what the word is. They took his ID and stuff and kept him in the jail.
Yes,
The little thing in the police office. So yeah, we did they arrested him, sorry. And it's gonna be a lawsuit, and it's gonna get bigger, yeah. But the dude's mom got my information from the copy of the paper. So she called me. She was like, okay, I know my boy didn't do this. Why are you doing this to him? What if I'm not sure whether this was a threat or she's just talking. She was like, what if you go out of your place and a car hits you? I was like, okay. Luckily, fortunately, she got my old address. She doesn't know the address I'm in now. Thanks God. But she kept calling, and other ladies were calling, but I didn't back up. I plugged their numbers.
What do you think are, speaking of laws and things like that need to be improved to avoid sexual harassment?
I think that lately there are a lot of efforts in order to stop sexual harassment in Egypt, and the last news about the sexual harassment in Egypt was the policemen that are mainly the women that are protecting the girls and are arresting the guys that do sexual harassment. I think that political wise or law, when it comes to law, I think that women should gain more rights in their family lives, and also in their work, the allowance of pregnancy and everything, how they should the salaries and everything, how women should be differentiated than men, because there is a difference now, but they should be kind of equal. But about the protection and the sexual harassment and these stuff, I think that it shouldn't be something the law, because the law has the enough penalties that they place on the person that sexually harass a woman or rape a woman, but they don't have the security inside of Egypt, the manpower inside of Egypt or inside the streets that would even prevent this incident to happen. But because when the incident happened, okay, they take actions, but what do they do in order to prevent this incident to happen? They don't do much, and I think that this is what they need to do.
It's what do you think is how the police reacts to harassment cases?
Usually, a while ago, like a year ago, or less than a year, they didn't do anything. There wasn't also, there wasn't a law for harassment.
Is there one now?
Yeah, there is. They didn't react to with anything. The only thing you can, when you go to the police office, you can't tell them, there's nothing in the law called harassment. There's only rape.
Okay.
So you had to tell the lawsuit is gonna be like a rape lawsuit. So no one would ever do this. I didn't get raped, I got harassed. So but after a big accident, a well-known accident in downtown Meydan Tahrir in 2014. Yeah. There was a group rape. But they didn't rape her with with their bodies, with their hands and instruments and stuff, which was harassment. So they published the law.
É possível fazer uma comparação importante entre a violência contra as mulheres no Egito e no Brasil?
Muito, na verdade, eu fiquei muito surpresa quantas coisas parecidas tem em relação à violência da mulher aqui com lá. Porque a gente gosta de pensar que a gente é muito menos oprimida do que mulher no Oriente. E eu acho que essa é a maior mentira que já me contaram. Porque quando eu cheguei lá e eu comecei a viver minha vida normalmente, e comprar comida, andar de metrô, e trabalhar, etc., eu percebi que muitos dos cuidados que eu tomava lá eram cuidados que eu tomo aqui. De, que roupa que eu vou usar pra andar de metrô? Se eu vou de táxi, eu posso usar outra roupa. Mas, que horas que eu vou chegar em casa? Aí eu virava pra minha amiga, quando você chegar em casa, me manda uma mensagem pra saber que você chegou bem. Mas eu reparei que não eram tudo coisas que eu já fazia aqui. Então eu comecei a perceber que, na verdade, a gente gosta de se contar essa mentira de que a gente é menos oprimido que o outro, mas, na verdade, a violência contra as mulheres, ela é geral. É claro que tem alguns pontos da cultura que a violência acontece diferente, mas ela ainda tem a mesma origem. How do you feel when you walk down the street in Cairo? What do you see? How is it for you?
I'm not sure if I feel anything special, but maybe before going on exchange, I was kind of afraid to walk alone in the streets. I had some issues like walking in certain streets alone, but recently, or like after my exchange, I felt that I'm able to protect myself enough to walk alone in the street, even if this street is a little bit at dim light or anything, but I have the power that makes me not fear walking in a street. So, like, walking in the streets of Egypt is not scary, but in some places, I know that I will not go alone, so that I don't walk there alone. But otherwise, it's perfect.
How do you think we can help other girls feel the kind of power to not be afraid?
I think that we have the right to walk in the streets. We have the right to live the normal life that anyone lives without fear. So it just takes someone to be confident enough that if something happened in the street, they are not a victim, but rather they can have the power to stop whatever is going to happen to them in the street. Of course, this is like the perfect situation, but maybe like girls, they have the power, or they have the confidence that nothing is going to happen, or like it's something connected to their fate. Like I know that nothing will happen to me, so I kind of assure my fate that whatever is going to happen to me, whether bad or wrong, I'm going to accept it because I'm confident enough to accept what's going in my life.
talking a little bit about how is it like to walk in the streets and take public transportations. How do you feel when you're in the street in Cairo?
Technically, nothing. For me, it's nothing. Because I think it depends on how confident you are. If you step up in a bus or something and you're like, oh my god, I'm so afraid, and you give that look of, don't rape me, that would be like pathetic. But if you step up and you're like, okay, if you're gonna touch me, you're gonna die. That's it. I do this, so I never got like I never got harassed on such things. The normal things like these things, these silly things, but never like a big thing. I think it really depends on the eye contact you make with people. If you have a serious look, they won't even dare to touch you or something.
How do you feel when you walk down the street in Cairo?
What do I feel?
How do you feel?
Other than sticky, like chopped with the bad smells and stuff. Well, it depends where I'm walking. When I'm walking where I live, I can like walk with shorts at 3 a.m. No one would tell me nothing. But if I'm walking like in around here, well, as a person who doesn't like let anyone give them shit and like go away with it, I just when someone tells me something I feel like, what do you want? I go fight. I go fight with him. I don't care. I'll hit you. I'll do anything. I really don't care. Like you're not gonna walk away like and leave me here with like me burning from the inside. But I'm gonna describe how I see girls are walking here in Egypt. They are really broken, and you can't see this through their eyes. They're like their back are bent. Not all of them, but like most of them. The back are bent. I saw this a lot. Like what happens is a guy say something to a girl, like a comment on her body or a specific part of her body, and she just like go across the street or like walk away. Streets are not safe. If that's what you need to know. Not around this place. There are some places in Cairo which you can like walk with short and tank top and everything is fine, but like but there's where I don't want to say elite, but upper middle classes and like all above live, so they are educated and they know they appreciate women and stuff, but the lower classes which are I guess they more than 60%, 70% or something. They are a lot, which way are more than middle classes and upper middle. You can't walk in the street safely, even if you're like fully dressed and wearing this ninja outfit. You can't. You just can't.
About myself in the street.
Yeah.
اوكي. طبعا بقابل بقى حاجات ممكن انا حاجات شخصية بصراحة فرقت معايا لما كنت موجودة في شفت تحرش غير لما كنت بعد موجودة في شفت تحرش. لما كنت قبل موجودة في شفت تحرش الموضوع كان بالنسبة لي عنيف قوي، كان ممكن استخدم الايد، ممكن استخدم ان انا اعمل شجار واعمل مشكله كبيره، ودخلت القسم حوالي 3 أو 4 مرات بسبب ان انا ما بقدرش اتحكم في نفسي في الشارع. وقت ما بيحصل اي حاجه وبحس انه حد قرب مني بطريقه مش لطيفه او حد اتعامل معايا بطريقه، فبستخدم ايدي على طول. ما كنتش بقدر فعلا اتحكم في الموضوع ده، مجرد انه حد بس يقرب مني او يتكلم معايا كلمه، لدرجه انه جه عليا وقت في الشارع كنت بمشي بالادوات بتاعت الشغل، بس هي كانت بتفضل معايا دايما في الشنطه. سكينه ومقص وادوات حاده،
scissor and
كانوا دايما معايا في شنطتي، واحيانا كنت ساعات بستخدمهم فعلا، او بستخدم ايدي. لا، لما دخلت شفت تحرش اتعلمت اني اتحكم شويه في اعصابي، ودلوقتي بقيت عارفه الحاجات القانونيه او النقط اللي بتخلي موقفي قوي قوي في الشارع، فبتعامل بعقل. ف يمكن الموضوع بقى ممتع قوي بالنسبه لي، اني بشوف نظره خوف في عينين الناس اللي بيضايقوني في الشارع، انه انا هتعامل معاك بالراحه خالص وهتكلم معاك بالقانون، وبشوف انه بيتراجع وبيسكت. الموضوع ده بدا يستهويني قوي، يعني بشوفه انه بدا يعني احلى من العنف بكتير يعني.
القاهرة
I feel safe all the time.
no.
بجد، لا والله العظيم يكفيني انه على فكرة الموضوع ده كان قبل وبعد. قبل كان عندي ثقة قوي زيادة في نفسي، انا معايا سكينة، انا محتاجة ايه اكتر من كده؟ مجرد ما بتطلعي عليه السكينة وبيشوف انه بنت بتتجرأ وتفتح سلاح، على فكرة الموضوع بشع قوي بجد. انا في واحد فعلا جري من قدامي وانا لما طلعت سكينة، او لما مسكت ايدي كده وضربته بالبنية في وشه، هو اتفاجئ، بس انا كانت ردة فعل بالنسبه لي كان لازم. يعني لما واحد يخبطني بآلة حاده في رجلي وانا ماشيه، كان طبيعي ان ده اقل رد عليه. بس دلوقتي مش عارفه، حاسه ان انا ماشيه اكتر امان، لانه اقدر اخد حقي بالقانون. يكفيني انه لسه من 3 ايام وانا ماشيه في الشارع، حتى اللوجو بتاع شفت تحرش على الشنطه، فجي واحد في نفس المكان ده انا لسه من شهر فات عامله خناقه، والخناقه كانت صعبه جدا، وهم سابوني باعتقادا منهم ان انا اقليه، ان انا مسيحيه على ديانه تانية. فقال له بس يا عم دي من الناس بتوع شفت تحرش، بس يا عم بدل ما تعمل لنا وجع دماغ. قد ايه مشيت وانا طايره وحاسه ان انا حققت امان، ومش بس ليا، لا ده ممكن يعني ممكن بنات كتير يتعرضوا لنفس المشكله. I feel safe in Cairo streets. Really, I feel safe all the time. In the morning, in the evening, I feel safe.
Fala um pouco sobre o tipo de feminismo que é exercitado, experimentado no Egito.
Pra mim foi uma experiência muito transformadora, pra mim, de pensamento de feminismo, porque eu não tinha a menor ideia de como isso seria lá, eu já tinha lido algumas coisas, e agora, no pós-revolução, muitos grupos feministas estão surgindo no Cairo, no Egito, porque as mulheres participaram da revolução e elas querem ter voz ativa agora nas leis, dentro de tudo, o que obviamente faz sentido. Então tem muitos grupos feministas surgindo, só que a visão agora que eu percebi das pessoas que eu conversei, que eu entrevistei, é que é um problema muito claro que tem que ser resolvido da violência contra a mulher nas ruas. E impedir isso de acontecer é o primeiro passo para eles, é a coisa que está mais na superfície. Isso tem que ser resolvido. Então, muitas das mulheres da ONG têm noções de defesa pessoal e coisas assim, elas acreditam que a sua atitude influencia o que vai acontecer com você ou não na rua. Então, muitas delas, assim, acham que se você agir com medo, tem mais chance de algo acontecer com você. E a questão da cultura de estupro ter que ser lidada em escolas e coisas assim, ainda tá no começo. Eles já têm projetos de conversar com crianças sobre igualdade de gêneros e etc., mas ainda é uma coisa que tá mais paralela. Elas estão muito no foco de tratar diretamente com essa violência nas ruas. E ir de cara contra isso. E, tipo, interferir. Se você vê um cara mexendo com uma menina, você ir lá e você meter sua cara e falar, você não vai mexer com ela.
Enfrentamento direto.
Um enfrentamento direto. Não chega a ser uma coisa violenta, mas uma coisa de ação. Muito especificamente de ação, de temos que fazer algo agora. E aos poucos desenvolvendo o pensamento por trás disso. E pra mim foi muito interessante, porque eu tenho muito mais o pensamento do feminista teórica. De ficar pensando como na cultura. De como a nossa cultura cria essas situações. E pra mim ver que elas têm esse enfrentamento direto, que eu talvez não teria coragem de ter, foi muito transformador. Porque eu fiquei pensando, se eu vejo uma menina na rua sendo assediada, eu faço alguma coisa? Na verdade, não. Eu nunca me meti no dos outros. Eu me defendo, mas eu nunca tentei defender outras. E isso é muito ativo pra elas.